Ladies and gentlemen, if I talk about Jamaica, I am not hating on any country. Talking about Jamaica, to me, has always been inspirational. And Jamaica, a small country in the Caribbean, has always done a lot. So when I started talking and speaking more about Jamaica, I knew that we as a people were going to be happy. And I knew that we as a people, especially those of us who don't come from Jamaica, were going to be happy because of the efforts, because of the contribution that Jamaica as a country has done to we as a people. Jamaica has done to we as black community. And so the two videos that I did, and these videos has made people to hate so much. These two videos has made people to think that I am against their countries. Now, there is something I want to make clear today. When I speak about Jamaica, I am not trying to hate on any country. You know, there is a video I did about Jamaica being influential in the Caribbean. And I want to make something clearly. I love all the Caribbean countries, and Caribbean is our land as a people, because most of the Caribbean people came from Africa. And as an African son, I really appreciate what Caribbean people have done to us. And so me speaking about Jamaica in the Caribbean, or the things that Jamaica first did in the Caribbean, I'm not trying to hate on other Caribbean countries. I do love all the Caribbean countries. Big shout out to Trinidad. Big shout out to, Antigua and Barbuda. Big shout out to Barbados. Big shout out to Bahamas, Cuba, Haiti. All these are countries with our brothers and sisters. But most of us, we just find ourselves talking about Jamaica. And this doesn't mean that I'm trying to, to bring hatred among these countries. Just like somebody from Caribbean can come to Africa and talk about Nigeria or talk about Ghana. As an African, I'm still going to be proud. I'm not going to say, why are you not talking about Kenya? No. When I speak about Marcus Garvey going to United States, I'm not trying to be against my black Americans. I love you so much, my people in the United States. And you've really, really, really inspired us. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got two videos that I did. The first video, I talked about Jamaica being influential in the Caribbean. That video has landed me into a very big problem, because most of the people, especially from the Caribbean, they thought that I was trying to put Jamaica against Caribbean countries, which is not. Another video that I did, I talked about how Jamaica as a country has influenced the black community, how Jamaica as a country has inspired the black community. And I went ahead and talked about Marcus Garvey going to the United States. And that video has also landed me into a problem, because some people, or some of us, think that I'm trying to be against our people in the United States. So let me start with the first video. The first video, I talk of Jamaica being influential in the Caribbean. There is a lady who said that, why is it that most of the time, whenever somebody mentions the name Caribbean, many people in the whole world will think people are talking about Jamaica, which is true. And I'm not trying to downplay any other Caribbean country. The truth is, whenever people mention Caribbean, many people always refer to Jamaica. And I went ahead and mentioned the things that Jamaica was the first country to have achieved in the Caribbean. I talked of Miss World, and I said it was Jamaica that first won Miss World from Caribbean, which is true. I went ahead and said it is Jamaica that has represented or won Miss World more than 4 times in the Caribbean, which is true. I went again and said it is Jamaica in the Caribbean that won Miss World with the shortest woman, which is true. I went ahead and said that in the Caribbean, it is Jamaica that gave birth to reggae, that gave birth to rocksteady, that gave birth to mento, calypso, skia, and all this genre of music in the Caribbean. And whenever I say that, I don't mean to downplay other Caribbean country. I went ahead and said, in the Caribbean, it is Jamaica that has got the fastest woman alive and the fastest man alive in the Caribbean. Now, I was trying to explain how Jamaica has also made Caribbean, famous. And I was doing it in good faith. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever I mention the achievements made by Jamaica in Caribbean, I'm not trying to hate on other Caribbean countries. In fact, for me, whenever I mention Jamaica in Caribbean, I expect my Caribbean brothers to be happy. When I mentioned Dirty Bookman from Jamaica going to influence the Haitian revolution in Caribbean, I expected our people to be happy with the achievements Jamaica is making. And when I do that, I'm doing that in good faith. I'm not trying to be against any Caribbean country, just like Nigeria. To be honest, in Africa, Nigeria is one of the most influential countries. I'm not from Nigeria, but whenever somebody mentions Nigeria, when Burna Boy went to Jamaica to represent us, when Davido and Burna Boy are going to UK, to America, I feel proud as an African, in as much as Burna Boy and Davido are not from my country. And so, when somebody mentions Nigeria, when somebody mentions South Africa, I feel proud. When people mention Ghana, many Jamaicans have been mentioning Ghana, have never felt bad. Many Jamaicans have been mentioning Nigeria, have never felt bad. Why? These are our brothers. And so, I expect the same. When I mention Jamaica and the Caribbean, in the comment section, there are people who start saying that I am against other countries. No. And I am going to repeat, I appreciate and love other Caribbean countries. But most of us have been influenced by Jamaica. The power. Nani of the Maroons, Sam Sharp. When Sam Sharp said, I'd rather die in the yonder gallows than to live like a slave. Whenever we read about Paul Bogle, whenever we read about many of the people who influenced us, most of them are from Jamaica. And so we are trying to mention a country that has done a lot to us, but its achievement has been downplayed. Jamaica has not gotten the recognition that it deserves. The second video that I did, I talked about how Jamaica has influenced the black community, how Jamaica influenced the black community in the whole world, not in a particular area. Jamaica, a small country, gave birth to Marcus Garvey. And I said, this is what I said and brought me problem. I gave examples of how Marcus Garvey went to the United States and formed United, he formed a movement, a Universal Negro Improvement Association, a united movement. This was formed by Marcus Garvey, and Marcus Garvey was the first person who brought a black national movement, mass movement in the United States. And I was saying how Jamaica has influenced even the fight of rights in the United States for the black people. I went ahead and said, Martin Luther quoted Marcus Garvey, and he said himself that Marcus Garvey influenced it from Jamaica. Malcolm X is a student of Marcus Garvey because he read also about Marcus Garvey. Louis Farrakhan, and many other people. And whenever I talk about Marcus Garvey doing a lot for the black people in the American society, I am not hating on my black American brothers. And I want to state it clearly that I love my black American brothers. You've done a lot to us. You've influenced us. You've influenced us. Martin Luther from the United States also influenced us. And I'm one of those people, when I'm working at night to give the speech, I have a dream that that Martin Luther gave. I cannot forget about it. And so the black Americans have always influenced us, and we love you so much. And so we've got some people who want to start, spreading propaganda that we are against our black brothers in the in the United States. No, black Americans have really fought hard. They have done a lot. I was just pointing on how Jamaica contributed, and even most of these black Americans, some of them have got roots in Jamaica. When I talked about, hip hop, and I talked about Busta Rhymes, I said he's got roots from Jamaica. When I talked about Biggie, hip hop, when I talked about Mike Tyson, the father is from Jamaica. When I talked about Mayweather. So, I am not trying to downplay the achievements made by black Americans. They've done a lot in the field of hip-hop, in basketball. They have represented us. We can never forget the greatest speech that was made by, Martin Luther. I have a dream. So whenever I talk about the influence that Jamaica has brought to the black community, I respect the struggle that my black brothers in the United States have made. And I cannot forget that. Whatever I said that maybe some of us misunderstood, I said that Marcus Garvey brought a very big influence in the United States. He formed associations there, he formed businesses, he talked about we as a people, not only in the United States, not only in the Caribbean, but also in Africa. And I said that Marcus Garvey from Jamaica, and Jamaica as a country has played a big role which has not been recognized. Some of us are downplaying Jamaica. Jamaica gave birth to Bob Marley, who influenced the whole world through music. Jimmy Cliff, Peter Tosh, and there is a story I've always been saying about ending apartheid. Jamaica was the first country to stand with black people in South Africa. And so whenever I say this, I'm not trying to say that other people have not done it, but I'm saying that Jamaica as a country, and I'm going to repeat, has done so much to the black community. Jamaicans are always happy to associate with black people in Africa. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to say that it is only Jamaica that has contributed to the black history. But what I'm saying, and I want to be understood clearly, Jamaica has done a lot. And whenever we talk about the black Americans, we have also many Jamaicans who are black Americans. We've got people from Ghana who are black Americans. We've got Nigerians. We've got Kenyans. And so the black American family is our family too. And so those people are spreading rumors that we are not appreciating black Americans. They are lying. Black Americans are our brothers. Caribbean people are our brothers. And we are not going to entertain division. We as a people have always been talking about one love. Some of us, we've been following how black Americans have influenced the sport. When Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury 3 times, I followed those fights. The first time, when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, it went on a draw. The second time, Tyson Fury won him. Then they went to a third fight. When Floyd Mayweather was fighting Manny Pacquiao, the whole Africa was watching because we stood with Floyd Mayweather, a black American, our brother. And so anybody who's trying to say that we are against our brothers, he's lying. And my brothers in America, we love you so much. Your struggle is our struggle. Whenever some of you are mistreated by the police brutality, until now, we don't feel good. When Dr. Omar Johnson is speaking, we listen to him. When Louis Farrakhan is speaking, we listen to him. So what I'm saying, that those who are trying to spread propaganda, that whenever I speak about Jamaica, I am hating on my black Americans, they are lying. Our brothers in America, they are so strong. They are so strong, they are so creative and very influential. And the struggle that you made for us also as a people, we can never forget about them. You've done a lot for us, and you've made us proud of being black people. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are happy as a people that we are going to share one love, and nobody is going to separate us. So before I end today, we are in love with the Caribbean as a community. In as much as we talk about Jamaica, but we are saying how Jamaica has influenced the world for us to know more about Caribbean. In as much as we are talking about Jamaica, influencing the black community, we still love the whole black community. And I've not seen, even in my comment section, any Jamaican, I'm not trying to, to help them, talking against any community. In fact, when I talked about Haiti, many Jamaicans were putting their Haiti, were commenting with the flag of Haiti. And so to me, I've always seen my Jamaican friends and family spreading one love. So ladies and gentlemen, it's all about love. And we as a people, we have to come together. If I stand here today and I preach hatred among my brothers, I will be going against the teachings of Marcus Garvey. So those of us at the comment section, who are trying to bring division, who are trying to bring hatred, we are not going to entertain you. And we are saying clearly, we as a people, African Award family, we are spreading love. So to those who are new in this channel, our motto came from Bob Marley, one love. And we are going to spread one love from the land of Jamaica. Our inspiration came from Marcus Garvey, who made us proud as black people and who preached the black identity. So we as a people, we are going to be inspired and love each other every time. So for now, my time has ended. Let's talk tomorrow, same time, same place. I love you all. Likolmo.